They lock the doors when we walk in Fanny. Say them 100 the dogs we spending. Real dope boy and child no car. New G-Wagon she already got. Real grown woman she didn't post her body. Check price tags, you want you get it. You a big thugger fan but you scared to admit it. Yo, what's good? You already done know what it is. It's your girl Just Kimmy and I'm out here. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're already a subscriber, well, Guan Bridge, and you already done know, I appreciate all the love and support. So before I start this video, I just want to say shout out to everyone who made it out to hang out with me when I was in Korea about 2.5 weeks ago. Even if you just said hi or what's up and you blessed me with your presence and your good vibes and your best wishes, I really appreciate that. You already done know what it is. Guan, big up yourselves. Yeah, man. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video, since I was just in Korea, like I said, about 2.5-3 weeks ago, me and my friends went out clubbing, and when I came back here talking with some of my other friends who also lived in Korea, we were just talking about, you know, clubbing life in Korea. I already told you guys about my experiences clubbing, well, like a story time and stuff that happens there, but I also want to tell you guys a little bit more about the clubbing aspects. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about are the pros and cons to clubbing in Korea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 5 pros and 5 cons to clubbing. Let's start off with the pros. The first thing I'll talk about in a pro is the fact that all the clubs are in the same vicinity. So there are a variety of clubs right next to each other. Along with there being so many clubs and a variety of different types of clubs, there could be like EDM club, hip hop club, and I don't know, any type of other club, I don't know, electronic club, or like, I don't know, reggae club and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool because they're all can be found in the same area, like on the same street or in kind of like the same blocks, if that makes any sense. So specifically the clubbing area that I'm talking about is Hongdae. Hongdae is pretty famous for its nightlife, and usually when I go out to go clubbing or go to a party, I really like to hang out in Hongdae. So the pros and cons that I'm going to be talking about are going to be from my experiences mostly clubbing in the Hongdae area. So yeah, getting back to it, so the variety of clubs and being able to pick and choose whatever club you want to go to. Also, it's really easy to like club hop and bar hop. You can literally just go like next door to another club, go across the street to another club, and it's really easy, and your friends can everyone, you can pretty much find a club that can suit everyone's needs that you're hanging out with. Like if someone doesn't like this club, if they don't think it's hype or whatever, you can go and choose another one. It's really easy, so that's really cool. Pro number 2, in my experience, always going to the club in Hongdae, it's always hype. Like every weekend there's going to be something popping, there's going to be something going off, there's going to be some sort of party, there's always going to be a lot of people. 1 and 2 kind of go hand in hand for the fact that there's so many variety of clubs and there's so many in the same vicinity that it's always hype, because you can just go and find a club that's popping. So you're never not going to have not like a lit night. Like it's always going to be a lit night as long as you find a good place, and it's quite easy to find a good place because there's just so many places. Pro number 3, clubs in Korea, well, in the Hongdae area, are generally pretty cheap, I would say. So that means cheap cover, cheap drinks, and sometimes even a free drink that comes if you pay for your cover. So for example, I would say the cover rate usually in the clubs in Hongdae range from free, which means 0 won, to about 20,000 won. I personally have never paid 20,000 won to get into a club. I've paid maybe 5 or 10,000 won, which is not bad, and you always get like a free drink coupon with it usually when you pay to go into the clubs and stuff like that. And that's pretty dope because I don't know, in Toronto you don't even get into the club for free, and you definitely do not get anything for free whatsoever. That being said, drinks in the club are generally I think cheaper than what they would cost in Canada. In Canada, a drink will cost you around $7 or $8 maybe per drink plus tip. So let's call it $10 per drink. So 2 drinks, that's 20 bucks. The other day when I was just partying with my friends, I bought a round of tequila shots. I think I bought around 6 or 7, and my bill only came up to like $35. It's crazy because at one of the spots we went to, I forget the name of the spot we went to, they gave us a free bottle, and the only stipulation was that we had to stay in the club for 2 hours. We didn't pay any cover. It was free entry with a free bottle as long as you stayed in the club for 2 hours. But I mean, they gave us a free bottle, so I mean, obviously mans are in the club sucking back a free bottle for more than 2 hours. Like, come on, bro, like that's lit. In Toronto, if you buy your bottle and you don't finish it, you can't even take it out of the club with you. So it's like, what? And here and like in Korea, they're giving mans free bottle just to enter and stay for 2 hours. Like, are you crazy? Like, that's wild. So definitely we were turned on a free bottle, you know what I'm saying? The fourth pro is that there is no last call. In Canada, we have this thing called last call, which at 2 a.m. they shut down the bar and you cannot order any more alcohol, and usually the club at that point ends like an hour later. You know, once the drinks are not flowing, like parties pretty much a wrap after that, you know what I'm saying? The good thing about clubbing in Korea is the fact that there is no last call. You can literally drink until your heart's desire. Like, you can drink until 6 a.m, 7 a.m, 8 a.m, or whatever you want. Who's leaving a club or going to a club at 8 a.m? Like, that's too wild. There's a light outside, bro. Like, the whole purpose is that, you know, you're supposed to like, just no. Like, you know, when the club lights come on, you're like, yo, that's your cue to go. Well, in Korea, the club lights, I guess, don't ever come on. Like, it's just always, party's always going. You can literally just keep partying and partying all night long as much as you want to. And the fifth thing that I'm going to be talking about is, I think that clubbing is pretty safe. And I say that in a sense that I don't ever feel like something's going to happen to me in a club. That can partly be due to the fact that I only go out with people that I'm comfortable going out with, that I trust a lot. To, you know, if we're all drinking or whatever, we're all there to take care of each other and protect each other. And also, I just don't get that kind of vibes clubbing in Korea. I don't feel like I need to watch my back or anything like that, or, you know, that guy looks suspect or that girl looks suspect. Like, I don't feel that kind of vibe. So I would say, like, I've never experienced any club violence. So, I mean, so to me, I think clubbing is quite safe. So now that we've covered the 5 pros, now we're going to cover the 5 cons to clubbing in Korea. The first one that I'm going to be talking about is smoking. Smoking in the clubs. My goodness, it is so terrible, fam. Like, if you go clubbing, you're just gonna have to just throw your whole outfit away the next day. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to throw the entire thing into the washing, even your shoes, even you're gonna have to wash your hair. You're gonna have to do everything because the smoking in the clubs is so bad. I remember I was at one club and literally my eyes were just tearing because of all the smoke that was in the club. Like, it's crazy. You can literally see, like, you know, when some clubs or some parties have the smoke machines, that's what it looks like. It looks like there's a smoke machine in the club, but really it's just people's cigarette smoke that's everywhere. Like, it's crazy, bro. The second con I'm going to be talking about is the bathrooms. I'm not hating. Like, if you've ever gone clubbing in Korea, you know what I'm talking about. First of all, Korea's public bathroom system is actually really good. Don't get me wrong. It's like, compared to some other countries that I visited, it's really good. But the bathrooms in the clubs, not all clubs, but some, and like a lot of them are really wild, bro. Like, that in itself is just its own territory. I remember I went into a bathroom in a club and it was entirely flooded, bro. Like, there must have been like this much water on the floor. Like, it was so it was, I don't know, man, it just was not good. Like, I don't want to be like, oh my god, it was so gross, but you know what, I usually wear sneakers and I wear my Doc Martens to a club just because I know when I have to go to the bathroom, I'm not trying to have my open bare toes in like 2 inches of water. Like, no thank you. And I remember one time when the water was flooding, one girl was so smashed and she fell in the puddle. Oh my god, I felt so sorry for her. Everyone just like, ooh, like, oh my god, like, she just gonna have to throw her whole self away in the garbage after that. Like, that was just terrible, yo. Yeah, I don't know, make sure you carry some toilet paper in your purse and some, I don't know, maybe some hand sanitizer and stuff like that, because you just never know what to expect in the washrooms at the club. And the third con that I'm going to be talking about are the sizes of the club. You know, I told you that there's a lot of variety of clubs and they're all together, but a con is that the fact that a lot of the clubs are so small. They're like literally, I'm gonna just call them matchboxes, yo, because on top of them being super small, people are smoking in them as well. So literally people are just in there walking around and like trying to dance like a pack of sardines, like canned sardines, like they're just all squished together. I'm just like, yo, that's not fun. Like, I want space to like move around, to walk around, get to where I need to go, and like dance if I want to dance with my friends and turn up and not be like freaking shoulder to shoulder with other people and stuff like that. So that's another con. It's just like clubs are so small. Well, some of them, not all of them, but a lot of them that I've been to are pretty small. And the last con that I'm going to talking about, I know I said in my pro that I feel safe, but also on the opposite end of that, the lack of security is quite like, there's like no security whatsoever. And also there might not be a need for it, but still it's not there if in case something were to happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know Korea's safe and stuff like that, so they may not need it, but still, coming from Toronto and like from what I'm used to and just from what I know and what I've experienced in my life, that lack of security, you know, at the end of the day, is just like, well, there is no security. So if something were to happen, well, it's like, well, you guys didn't check anyway, so it's like, it happened. But for example, I went to a club the other day, or a bar the other day in Toronto, and somebody got thrown through the window, you know what I'm saying? So like, that kind of stuff never really happens in Korea, but it did happen in Toronto, and there was security there to handle it and stuff like that right away. But you know, in Korea, if someone got thrown through a window, like, there's like nobody there. And I have seen security though at some clubs, like in the lines and stuff like that, but I think for a lot of them there's not really that much security. Those were my 5 pros and 5 cons for clubbing in Korea based on my experiences every time that I've gone out. I would say that all in all, I really enjoy clubbing, and that is why that's why I go with my friends. Usually we have a really good time and it's fun. So I just decided, you know what, maybe this might be helpful for you guys if anyone's looking to go clubbing out there and stuff like that. And one more thing, if you have made it to the end of this video, I said in about 2 or 3 videos ago that I would be doing a giveaway for a dad hat, and the hat that I'm going to be giving away is this one right here. It's exactly like the one that I am wearing right now. You know, it's pretty dope. And all you have to do to try and win this hat is that you just go ahead and leave a comment on the bottom of this video, and you'll be entered to win it. If you like this video, go ahead and press the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you already done know what it is. It's your girl, Just Kim Me, and I'm out.